With that, ladies and gentlemen, this morning our focus remains to be on the Middle East and the escalations taking place in between the two nations currently. Well, explosions shook Beirut, Lebanon's capital, on Friday night as Israel ramped up its military operations against the outfit Hezbollah. Earlier in the day, Israeli airstrikes targeted the city, with the military stating that its mission was very simple: to degrade and dismantle Hezbollah's central headquarters and military capabilities. Let's take you through this ground report that we bring to you with regards to what exactly were the airstrikes like and the aftermath of these given airstrikes that's taken place on Friday night.
Clouds of smoke rose over Beirut on Friday following an Israeli airstrike that shook the Lebanese capital. It was by far the most powerful attack carried out by Israel in the city during nearly a year of conflict with Hezbollah. UN spokesperson Stefan Dujarric emphasized the global body's concern over the attack during a press briefing.
We are watching the developments unfold in Beirut with great alarm.
An Israeli source was cited in the news outlet Axios as saying Hezbollah leader Sayed Hassan Nasrallah was the target of the strike. A source close to Hezbollah told Reuters that Nasrallah was alive, while Iran's Tasnim news agency also reported he was safe. Iran-backed Hezbollah's Al-Manar television reported that 4 buildings were destroyed and there were many casualties in the multiple strikes. Rescue crews could be seen on site here, pulling 2 children who are alive from the rubble. The Israeli military said it had carried out a, quote, precise strike on Hezbollah's headquarters. Israel has struck Beirut's southern suburbs 4 times over the last week, killing at least 3 senior Hezbollah military commanders and more than 700 people in the country. In a televised statement, Israeli military spokesperson Daniel Hagari said the Central Command Center was embedded deep within civilian areas.
I didn't intend to come here this year.
The strikes hit Beirut shortly after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to continue Israel's attacks on Iranian-backed fighters in Lebanon in a closely watched United Nations speech, as hopes faded for a ceasefire that could head off an all-out regional war.
The United States was not involved in this operation, and we had no advanced warning.
Pentagon spokesperson Sabrina Singh told reporters Friday that while the U.S. was not told in advance about the Beirut strike, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin did speak with his Israeli counterpart as the operation was ongoing. Singh declined to say what Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant told Austin about the operation and whether it indeed targeted Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. The Pentagon also declined to speculate on whether the Hezbollah leader was still alive.
Now, so far, the Lebanese Health Ministry has reported that at least 2 people were killed and 76 others were wounded in these strikes. Later, Israeli fighter jets targeted Hezbollah installations in Lebanon, including weapon launchers and storage sites. Now, in response, Hezbollah has also retaliated and fired a barrage of rockets into the Israeli city of Safed, marking the first major retaliation since Israel's strikes on Beirut's southern suburbs earlier in the day. Now, the region remains on high alert as tensions escalate between the two sides, as can be seen in the visuals, the deadly attacks, the airstrikes that's taken place in Beirut on Friday night. These are the visuals that we are bringing to you of this particular attack that's taken place. Thick clouds of smoke could be seen rising over Beirut on Friday night following an Israeli airstrike that shook the Lebanese capital. Remember, these escalations continue to take place between, as what's been said by the Israeli military officers as well as the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, these escalations are strictly between Israel and Hezbollah the outfit and not the people of Lebanon, something that's been reiterated by the Israeli counterparts again and again. And warnings were issued by the Israeli Prime Minister as well for the people of Lebanon to get out of harm's way. And they even said that Hezbollah is using people of Lebanon as human shields in the way they have been escalating their attacks on Israel and using people on the other side so that Israel cannot retaliate in a similar fashion. However, things have escalated since the first few attacks that were exchanged between both these nations, and now this is one of the deadliest airstrikes that's taken place in Beirut. By far the most powerful attack that's been carried out by Israel in the city during nearly a year of conflict with Hezbollah, as can be seen from the visual. The kind of aftermath that was seen after this explosion with regards to the damage that could be seen that has in fact taken place in the area where this airstrike was targeting. Remember, the Israeli army has come out to say that their mission is simple. They want to wipe out the Hezbollah central headquarters in Lebanon, dismantle and degrade it. These are the exact words, or rather this is the phrase that's been used by the Israeli army.
Allah